You know their coffee order. You've memorized their inside jokes. You've spent hundreds of hours listening to their stories, their rants, their secrets. But here's the brutal truth. They don't know you exist. Why does your brain trick you into feeling closer to a stranger on a screen than the people in your actual life? Why do millions of us cancel plans to binge YouTube, trading real friendships for this? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on parasocial relationships, the psychological phenomenon rewriting how humans connect. Strap in, this isn't just about YouTube, it's about you. Segment 1. What even is a parasocial relationship? Let's rewind. The term parasocial relationship was born in 1956. Yeah, Stenhauer was president, when sociologists noticed people felt oddly bonded to TV hosts like Walter Cronkite. But fast forward to today, YouTube has weaponized this. A parasocial relationship is a one-sided emotional bond where you feel connected to someone who doesn't know you exist. Think of it as a friendship mirage. When a YouTuber says, "Hey guys," and shares their messy breakup or mental health struggles, your neurons fire like they're talking to you, specifically you. Psychologists call this intimacy without reciprocity, all the warm fuzzies of friendship, none of the work. No drama, no awkward small talk. Just vibes. But here's where it gets creepy. Unlike 1950s TV, YouTubers film in their bedrooms, share their deepest insecurities, and even reply to comments. It's a simulated friendship and your brain can't tell the difference. In fact, studies show that when creators share personal stories, your brain releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that floods your body when you hug a real friend. So when your favorite YouTuber cries on camera and says, "You guys are my real family," your brain files them under people who care about me, even though they've never met you, even though they can't meet you. This isn't just fandom, this is your brain being hacked. Segment 2. Why your brain prefers YouTubers over real friends. A 2024 University of Essex study dropped a bombshell. 52% of people feel a stronger connection to their favorite YouTuber than coworkers, neighbors, or even distant relatives. Let's dissect why your brain betrays you like this. Reason 1. The safe haven delusion. Dr. Veronica Laymerch, a social psychologist, calls parasocial relationships a safe haven. Real friendships are terrifying. They judge you. They ghost you. They demand energy. But a YouTuber? They're always there, always smiling, always yours. There's no risk of rejection. There's no fear of being too much. One viewer confessed in the study, "When I'm sad, I watch Jenna Marbles compilations. It's like she's hugging me through the screen." Your brain craves that safety. It's emotional junk food. Easy, addictive, and empty. Reason 2. The highlight reel versus your messy life. YouTubers are masters of the curated authentic. They show you just enough chaos to feel relatable. A messy kitchen, a panic attack, but edit out the real mess. The 3 a.m. fights, the unpaid bills, the days they ignore their partners. Meanwhile, your real friends, they're human. They cancel plans. They forget your birthday. They have bad breath. YouTubers, though, they're a highlight reel of friendship's best moments without the boring, awkward, or painful parts. Reason 3. The algorithm's puppet strings. Here's the darkest twist. YouTube's algorithm isn't passive. It studies you. It learns your loneliness, your insecurities, your secret obsessions, then feeds you creators who feel like soulmates. A former YouTube engineer admitted in a TED Talk, "We didn't just recommend videos. We engineered dependency. The algorithm isn't your friend. It's a drug dealer, and parasocial relationships are its opioid." Think about it. Your real friends don't have a skip to best parts button, but YouTube? It's a friendship stripped of boredom, conflict, and effort. No wonder your brain's addicted. Segment 3. The dark side fan, obsession, loneliness, and a crippled social life. Parasocial relationships aren't harmless. For some, they're a crutch, a way to avoid the terrifying work of real connection. Let me tell you about Jack. Jack was an 18-year-old college student when the pandemic hit. Isolated and anxious, he fell into a rabbit hole of YouTube. Dreams, Minecraft streams, Markipliers, horror playthroughs. "It felt like hanging out with friends," he said, "but when school reopened, I couldn't look people in the eye. I'd panic if someone asked, 'How are you?' Real friends felt complicated." Jack's story isn't rare. A 2023 study in the Journal of Cyberpsychology found that 70% of heavy YouTube users report higher social anxiety. Why? 1. Social skill decay. When you replace real conversations with one-sided screen time, your brain forgets how to be human. Small talk feels too loud. Vulnerability feels too risky. You start avoiding eye contact, rehearsing jokes in your head, or freezing during simple questions like, "How was your weekend?" 2. Entitlement. Parasocial relationships blur boundaries. Fans often think, "If they're my friend, why don't they reply to my DMs?" This fuels harassment. Take the fan who tweeted angrily at YouTuber Emma Chamberlain. I donated $500 on Patreon and you didn't even say my name. Fake friend. 3. The comparison trap. Ever caught yourself thinking, why can't my boyfriend be as funny as Cody Ko? Or my friends never support me like Mr. Beast's fans? That's the comparison trap. YouTubers' curated personas set impossible standards for real people who, unlike creators, can't edit out their flaws. And here's the cruelest irony. Loneliness breeds more loneliness. The more you retreat into parasocial bonds, the harder it becomes to trust real people. You end up in a feedback loop of isolation, scrolling YouTube to numb the pain that YouTube helped create. Segment 4. How to fix this before it's too late. Parasocial relationships aren't evil. They can combat loneliness, inspire creativity. Heck, I'm a YouTuber. Right. Like any drug, the dose makes the poison. Here's how to detox. Step 1. The screen time shutdown. Use YouTube's digital well-being tools to set a 1-hour daily limit. If you're watching more than that, ask yourself, am I avoiding something? Someone? Be brutally honest. Are you numbing stress? Escaping conflict? Step 2. Replace parasocial with prosocial. Real connection is scary. It's awkward coffee dates, vulnerable conversations, forgiving flaws. That's where oxytocin actually grows. Not from screens, but from shared stumbles. Start small. Text a friend, hey, I miss you. Join a book club, volunteer, and force your brain to relearn the messy beauty of reciprocal relationships. Step 3. Co-viewing therapy. Turn parasocial into social. Watch videos with friends, then debate them. Roast bad TikToks together. Suddenly, Cody Ko isn't your imaginary friend, he's a conversation starter. Step 4. Support healthy creators. Follow YouTubers who set boundaries. Creators like ContraPoints who tell fans don't idolize me. Go touch grass. Avoid influencers who exploit parasocial bonds by calling you family while selling you dubious supplements. Remember, YouTubers are entertainers, not friends. Or holograms. Illusions. And while illusions can comfort us, they can't hug us, challenge us, or love us back. We're wired for connection. But today, connection doesn't mean what it used to. Parasocial relationships aren't the future, they're a warning sign. A sign that maybe we're lonelier than we admit, that maybe we've forgotten how to be friends, not just watch them. So tonight, do this. Text a friend, not a reaction emoji. Voice note, a memory. Hey, I miss you. Because no algorithm can replicate the messy, magical, terrifying beauty of real human love. If this video hit home, smash that like button. Drop a comment, who's your parasocial friend? Let's get honest. And if you're brave enough, share this video with a real life friend. Subscribe for more uncomfortable truths about psychology, relationships, and the digital age. Thank you for watching Facts Only. Until next time, log off, reach out, and go live your real life.